in today's video, I'm going to take some of the items that a lot of people would have just thrown in the trash. So I am repainting, not wood items, I'm actually repainting glass items to make them look better, saving them from the landfill and getting them back out there to be beautiful home decor. I'll do a refresh. I did do some water damage Pyrex here on the channel not too long ago. Look at that damage. And these do not have any lids. They've lost their sheen. Yes, there's still red paint on there. There's no lids. I don't have any lids, but they are damaged. So a lot of people would just overlook them. They might just get thrown in the trash, y'all. I'm being honest. That's how the world is. For some reason, we like things to be pristine. So instead of throwing these away, I'm going to repaint these. So as you notice, when it comes to Pyrex, it's not painted in the inside, but it is not painted on here. So I want to go ahead and take time to tape it off. Even though these are going to be repainted pieces, I still would like it to look good instead of just painting over the whole thing. I try to remember, if anybody's new here, to link the video where I painted the whole set of Pyrex. It was the beautiful pink desirable set, but there was more white than there was pink. And it was one step from the garbage when I bought it. So I'm glad that we were able to save it and sell it as beautiful home decor. It's funny, I'd get comments and like, oh, it's not food safe anymore. I don't know where y'all put your food, because I usually put my food in the inside of items. I'm just saying, just saying. I'm like, and the paint is not wet when you're using it. But there again, I'm selling these as home decor pieces. I don't even know. I might even use these in Christmas for myself to make Christmas vignettes, but they do need to be freshened up. Okay. I don't think somebody that has repainted these before me, not these, but they have repainted damaged Pyrex. They told me don't just set it like this and spray, and then you don't have to worry it doesn't get underneath. So my other ones had a little bit of a lip that I did go ahead and spray, and then you did end up seeing a little bit of course, what pink was left. So I'm going to do her suggestion and just flip them this way when I spray them. I have already washed these, but I'm going to show one more time how I'm just going to take some rubbing alcohol. I'm not going to try to sand them because unfortunately that dishwasher damage happens time and time again. And the last set I tried to remove the rest of it with acetone, paint stripper, ended up sanding some of it, and yeah, it was what it was. So we're just going to take a little bit of rubbing alcohol just to make sure any oils are going to be off this to help the paint stick. Okay, so now my color is going to be apple red. Oh, that'll really brighten this up. Let's see if I did a good job taping off. I think I did fine. I can grab that tape now. There we go. know this isn't Pyrex, this is Anchor Hawking, older Anchor Hawking, cute little bowl, shouldn't have a lid, but there again, it has been a dishwasher damaged. It's lost its sheen, it's not as pretty as it could be, so I do believe that we can make this a little bit better. So now I got this little cutie. There again, I'm just going to take some of the alcohol, try to clean it a little bit more. And then this one's kind of nice because you don't have to tape off the bottom. But I do think, since I'm doing red, it would be fun to change colors. I don't think that's any big deal. So as I said, I'm going to change the color, and we are going to go for real orange. And now this one is in the gloss. The red was in satin. You know, it's funny because you can't find every color in gloss. I have better luck ordering on Amazon, Walmart. Home Depot you would think would have a ton, but no. So you have to go here and there to find the paints nowadays. I'm a glutton for punishment today. So on that little orange container, I thought I would try to do a couple little scary cats since I painted it orange. I think that that would look good. So I'm at my Cricut. I'm just looking to see what they had. Yeah, like this is the one that I think of when I think of, oops, when I think of a scared cat, you know, at Halloween. So I'm just seeing what else they have. I think it's just pretty much that one that I like, even though there's some really cute ones. So hopefully it will transfer well. We'll see. I don't know why. It's like that set of 3. So I think I can't have them very big. So I'm like fitting them in one of these inches here. That's all I can do. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to group them together. I'm going to attach them, and I'm going to try to cut out this small of a design. Okay, so they did cut out. Now, when they're this small, I always worry, like, I know I'm too cheap to buy new mats. I just use tape. So, will they stay down? Oh, so far so good. That's cute. Okay, now to transfer the little guys onto the little bowl. So I just have some transfer tape here. Remember, we're just having fun with items that would have normally just been thrown away. You can buy decals. I found out when I was doing that other Pyrex that people were like, hey, you could buy. I'm like, oh, I did not know. It's hard because I don't want it to be so sticky that it takes my paint off. Okay, so we're just going to line these little guys up. You're just going to have to see from afar. Okay, hold on. Let me bring you closer. Okay, so transfer tape that is grid pattern. That way I can line them up. I kind of think, okay, hold on. I'd like their feet to be in that little line. So before, no, don't go down yet. You know, everything's after. I've never done this before. I'm just making it up for you all. Okay, so Just want the kitty cat to stay behind. If that all made sense. See, I wanted their little feet to go on, because you know it's kind of rounded. Oh. No fun. Clear votives. There's no damage to these, but they're just clear votives. So a lot of times clear gets overlooked. So I thought, let's make them into the color that we like. So I think these would be fun to change the color in. Okay, just little glass votive holders. That could be little vases, could be anything. So I get those washed off again with some rubbing alcohol. And then I'm going to take the time to tape the bottom, because we know this is going to be a painted piece. Kind of like when they talk about the flash painting that will come off. Always one spot that's got to be difficult, right? Can you tell what color I'm going to paint? Yes, I'm going to be using Spa Blue, and this one is a gloss. Okay, so my next step on these little guys is I thought about putting a transfer on them. Something holding my paper down. I have this fairy tale floral, and I know that they have texture, but I thought just a little something, just something. You know, you get these ideas in your head. So I think that I like these little, like with the yellow. Either it'll work or it won't work is what my feeling on this is. So I won't be able to put this whole thing on there. So I'm going to cut that off. I don't know. I just thought something for fun. I mean, how many times do we see clear votives in the thrift store? Oh, yeah, it's transferring. That's good. That one just rub it into those little areas, and it's okay if it rubs off. Take a little bit of clear wax. You got to seal that in. It kind of has, I thought I was going to do some like decrepit dust on these, but it kind of has that, like, you know, that vibe, the mid-century modern vibe with the flower. I want to make sure, I know that it's going to crack it, but that's okay. That's okay. it just makes them fun. So you still can use them for little candles if you want, or you can use them for little vases. So this is a satin bunny on a nest. But once you start looking closer, you can see the damage. It is actually flashed. Means that it had some kind of a paint over it before, and now that paint is coming off. So if you take your finger, you can feel that. And then it's just kind of like, yeah, it's just kind of yellow. So I thought that would be fun to repaint. Oh, bunny on a nest. So I don't know if I can get any more of that flashing off. Because it is crazy. You don't think you feel it, and then you paint it, and then it's like, whoa, hello, I was damaged. So I'm going to see how much of it I can get off. Now with this being a nest, the inside is clear, but this little outer rim is that satin. So, but I think there's enough of a lip that I can tape off in the inside. To protect that inside and still keep that glass look. Okay, we are taped off, so I'm going to go ahead and do some rubbing alcohol. This is just 70% rubbing alcohol. There again, you just want to make sure there's no oil or anything on there that will prevent that spray paint from sticking. Yes, the easiest way is to spray paint them. Notice when I was washing that off that this felt like it was flashed also, so I'm going to have to paint that separately. So I needed to tape that area off. Okay, for this one, I have a technique I want to do on top of this one just for funsies. So I'm going to spray it with white paint to begin with. Now this is dry enough to flip over, but it's not cured. So I'm going to lay some parchment paper down. That way I'm able to do that lip. Okay, my bunny's dry. It's all painted. So I'm going to try that crackle on it So this is the classic crackle varnish. I just thought it would be fun then, you know, not just painting it. So it's a two-step process. So I need to go ahead and go in, do that underbelly part first. Make sure that I get everything covered. So it's kind of like got a glue, Elmer's glue, Mod Podge kind of consistency. See, just not by doing that one little part. And now I'm just going to walk away and let it dry for about an hour. Okay, now we're going to do, I got to take the step 2. I use that as my riser. So I want to, there you go. Do step 1 now. So now this one is a little bit more liquidy. I'm going to be able to lift his little face to be able to get it on there. Now this is the one that will cause the crackling. I'm going to do that little lip. Okay, we are dry now. So now it's hard to see the crackles until you get the wax on. So I'm just going to use some aging wax by Fusion. So I'm just going to wipe off the excess, and then the crackles will stay behind. Is that not fun? Oh, here we go. We can do a side. And of course you can paint it whatever color you wanted. I was just using white. Give it that antiquing look. Oh, it's that reveal. I've never regretted taping off, so. Probably my worst one of the whole video is this guy. This is a hen on a nest. And as you see, either it was painted before and it's lost its paint because there are multiple colors. This is as clean as it gets, folks. So why not make it look better? It's beautiful milk glass. Other than that, you know, because hen on the nest are really popular right now. So, and sadly enough that it had that, oh, I wish I could have got more off of it all. I tried acetone, scrubbing. I actually bought it as is, and the rest of the paint did not move. And it's so sad because it has the ring of fire, so it is an older piece. But who's going to put that in their collection of hen on the nest? Now we have the hen on the nest. Yes. I don't know. Somebody was trying to paint it in like a farm scene. I don't know, y'all, but like I said, it's just, I mean, you have to go in like this and try to scrape it, you know, really. for the $18 you could probably get for it, I think it's better just to go ahead and see what we can do. Smaller pieces when you're doing, somebody said when I was painting the Pyrex about some kind of tape, and of course, do you think I can remember what they said? No. So I'm just, I think easiness is just to go up on that lip. That way you can kind of get a consistent line. Okay, we are taped. Okay, for this one I am doing my favorite green, the laurel green. Gonna start peeling the tape off. I'm just leaving this one green. This was a very fun project to play with. So remember, this is just an idea. When you see some worn out piece, it's fun to just play with it. You can paint it exactly the way it would have been before, like the Pyrex, or have some fun with making a little dish orange and putting some vinyl cats on it. How super cute is that? And then the votives that were just for fun. Yeah, when I put the transfer on, I put a little bit of wax on it, kind of takes the paint off, but it does, it went from the mid-century to a distressed look. That's just how that goes. It's fun to experiment and see what works and what doesn't work. And then the hen on the well, the bunny on the nest, oh, that crackle is fun to play with. It is fun to play with. I think it just gives it that old age antique vibe. And then you got the hen on the nest, the classic green. Oh, he looks, that hen, she looks so amazing now. So thanks for watching today's video. I hope I've inspired you not to throw those items in the trash and just paint them. Get a can of spray paint. It's amazing what you can do with spray paint. So thanks for watching. We will see you next time, and you can see what I'm up to. Bye.